Back live in New York, I'm Brent Musburger. Jane Kennedy is going to tell us all about Too Tall Jones as a boxer, but first some outlandish predictions. Charles White's going to win the Heisman, USC is going to beat Ohio State badly in the Rose Bowl, and John Robinson will have his choice, either the Oakland Raiders or the Los Angeles Rams. Enough of that. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had a chance today to win their way into the playoffs. All they had to do was beat the Minnesota Vikings. They started out on top. Watch the big fella Williams send that tight end deep. Here's Giles, hit him right now, down to the 2-yard line. Come on, Ricky Bell. Former Trojan barges in, but they miss an extra point, and don't forget it, it's going to be big. 6-0. Back comes Kramer. He studied this play from Tarkenton. Move over to the right now and buy some time. Come on, LeCount, keep moving around. I'm going to find you finally, and here he comes. Touchdown, Minnesota. We trail 9-7, and the Vikings keep it going. Ahmad Rashad, underrated. Hit him over there on the left side. Watch now, the Bucs will blow a tackle right there, and here he comes. It's 14-9 to Vikings. Johnny Davis, Ricky Bell, you lead the way. You clean out that linebacker, and here it is. 38's got the ball. 42 throws a great block, and into the end zone goes Davis. It's 17-16. Minnesota over John McKay and the Buccaneers. But the Vikings were all over the Bucs kicking game today. Watch this blocked punt coming up here. And Minnesota's got a chance to do it again. And when you get close and you want to back to catch a pass, get Ricky Young out of the backfield. He's all alone. Linebacker not over there. It's 23-16. Minnesota on the lead. Now time running out. Williams. Receivers are covered. Here comes the former Grambling star. Pick up that man, he says. Watch the lick he's going to take. Touchdown, and all we have to do is kick the extra point, and we'll go to overtime. And would you believe it? It was blocked, and Tampa Bay loses to Minnesota, and the Buccaneers play Chicago next week. 23-22 is the final score. Keep on going through the scoreboard now. New Orleans ahead of the Rams. The Rams have got to come back against the 49ers, or they fall out of first place. Manning, 14-31 for 264 yards and 1 touchdown to that great Wes Chandler. St. Louis loses to Cincinnati. They were behind at one time 28-7. They rallied hard in the game, was 23 of 38 for 329 yards. O.J. Anderson, 16 carries for 80 yards. The Giants win a big one. 14-6 over the Redskins. Redskins slide to second, tied with the Cowboys. Redskins draw Green Bay next week. 16-13. Buffalo over New England in overtime. 5 minutes and 45 minutes of overtime in that game. Another overtime with just 9 seconds to go. Pittsburgh settled for a field goal, 33-30. Matt Barr wins it, a 37-yarder, and the Steelers hang on. Philadelphia over Green Bay, 21-10. The Eagles are all alone now in first place in the NFC East. And there's the game you're watching, 17-13 at the half. The 49ers over the Rams. Kansas City losing to San Diego, and Lord Jeff, John Jefferson, made a great catch in that game. 42-yard touchdown pass from Danny Fouts. Miami with Bob Greasy back at quarterback. Don Strock was injured. They lead the Colts 14-7 at the half. One of the game underway, Oakland 7, Denver nothing, and Jimmy the Greek has been tearing his hair out over that. All right, Irv Cross, come on, baby, take the ball and stuff.
I got it. All
Get
right.
some more highlights.
Well, the New Orleans Saints pick up their 7th win today by knocking off the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta today by a score of 37-6. Of course, right now, temporarily, they're in first place in the NFC Western Division. Archie Manning, who had a good day throwing the ball, hits Wes Chandler and makes a great catch here in the first quarter, setting up a scoring opportunity for his offensive club. And Mike Strawn goes in from the 3-yard line. It's New Orleans 7, Atlanta nothing. Chuck Muncie, number 42, had a good day running the ball. Brent, he can catch it much better than I can. Van Rod is right in here, 15 yards out. Muncie goes in, 14-0. New Orleans over Atlanta. On a 4th down punting situation, Rich Partridge muffs the snap from center, but rolls to his right, hits the outlet man here, Bruce Williams. It looks as though the Saints are going to go all the way for a score. As a matter of fact, he does go in for a score, but the touchdown is nullified because of a penalty. A few plays later, Manning rolls to his left. Goes up top, it's number 85, Henry Childs. Big, strong tight end, goes 37 yards in. And the Saints held on to win the ball game 37-6.
All right, Irv, we got a lot more highlights. Back with Jane and Too Tall Jones as the NFL Today continues on CBS after these messages. Thanks, Irv, from your local stations. Next Sunday in Los Angeles, you'll watch the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And today it was the Giants against Washington. The talented rookie Sims went to the sideline. Ernest Gray out of bounds. Set up this touchdown by 44 Kodar. It was 7-3 Giants over the Redskins. Ball in the Washington 28 now. Watch Billy Taylor take charge. He gets down to the 1-yard line of the Redskins. And 2 plays later, it was Taylor barging in for the touchdown. That was all the touchdowns in this game. Mosley later missed a field goal, even though he hit on a couple, and it was 14-6, and that knocked the Redskins out of first place, Irv, and set up your favorite team, the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Eagles right now are in undisputed first place in the National Football Conference Eastern Division by knocking out the Green Bay Packers for the very first time in Wisconsin, 21-10. Ron Jaworski threw the ball 18 times, completed 8 passes for 127 yards and 3 touchdowns. This one in the first quarter goes out to long, lanky Harold Carmichael, who takes the ball down to the Green Bay 10-yard line, setting up Jaworski's first touchdown throw. Going back, hitting number 31, Wilbert Montgomery, who goes in the end zone. The Eagles take a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. The ball on the Green Bay 7-yard line, Jaworski going to number 17, Carmichael. Second touchdown of the day, 14-3 Philadelphia. Dickey came in to get the Green Bay Packers going, rolling to his left. So 4th down and inches play, didn't make it. The Eagle defense held, and on the very next play, Leroy Harris takes a handoff from Jaworski and rambles 81 yards. Come on, Leroy, get it going. Run out of gas around the 50, but an 81-yard run, a big play for the Eagles, setting up another scoring opportunity for the Birds, and Jaworski catches in right away as he goes to Carmichael. Touchdown, 21-3 Philadelphia. Dickey trying to get something going for his ball game club. Late in fourth quarter, he's lofting for a touchdown. Too late, too little. The Eagles hold on to win, 21-10.
All right, Jane, should Too Tall Jones retire from boxing?
Oh, I'm still waiting for him to start.
Oh, that's a nasty comment. Let me show everybody their watch him here in the third fight. He was in Washington last night. I said, we got to see the tape.
He's
He was
supposed to
great.
have 44 fights over his first 3 years. I was looking for someone to give him a bit of experience because he definitely needs it.
41 seconds and Montez fell. How big do you think he is, Irv? About 5'10"?
Much shorter than Too Tall. Yeah, about 5'10".
All right, and that was victory number 3 for Too Tall Jones. Meanwhile, Notre Dame traveled to Tokyo, the Mirage Bowl. That's their bowl game. Irish haven't had a good year. Said, come on over here, Miami Hurricanes. Let's see if we can beat up on you in the Mirage Bowl. 80,000 on hand for this contest. And watch Notre Dame here. Vegas Ferguson slams to the 2. Ferguson had a big afternoon against the Hurricanes. Here he is, and it was 7-0 Irish. Watch the interception. Oh, how you like the scoreboard over there in Tokyo. All right, here we are. Kelly trying to throw, picked off by the Irish. Dave Waymer for a touchdown. It was 14-0, and yes, it rained all game long. Miami now at the Notre Dame 11, and Chris Hobbs gets the pass down to the Irish 2-yard line. Gary Brineker ran 2 yards for the score. That made it 14-7, and suddenly that crowd said, come on, let's go. And late in the third quarter, here's the play that turned it around. Dave Durson recovers it for the Irish, cuts over to the right, spots a hole, and comes right down the alley. And that set up our man Vegas, who on the day carried 35 times for 177 yards, 3 touchdowns, and it was 40-15. And shake down the thunder in Tokyo, right? Huh? How excited can you be, right?
Ferragamo wouldn't have had any trouble if San Francisco was like that.
Let's send you back now to San Francisco, Lindsey Nelson.